Hello everyone. This video is on the poem The Cold Within, written by James Patrick Kinney. In this video, I am going to give you a stanza-wise, line-by-line explanation of the poem, a thematic analysis, and a discussion on the poetic devices used in the poem. You will be able to answer all MCQ questions and RTC questions if you watch the entire video and if you listen to me carefully. Well, before that, I would like to share with you a brief note or a summary of the poem The Cold Within. 6 persons were caught up by chance in severe cold. They were sitting around a dying fire. Each of them had a log of wood that they could give to keep the fire burning. But each of them held back their log as they did not want to help a person with different color, religion or social status. Finally, all the 6 persons were frozen to death with their logs held in their hands. The poet opines that they died from the cold within their hearts, not from the cold outside. The poem The Cold Within is based upon the central theme of discrimination. Underline this and learn this. The poet James Patrick Kinney has beautifully depicted different forms of discrimination through his characters. To express his message well, the poet has used a simple symbolic story, a parable. All the characters had something common among them, a human sin. As the poet says, it was the cold within, the lack of warm human spirit in their heart that brought their death in the end. It only teaches us to live together, to live and to let live. This is the message of the poem, and herein lies the appropriateness of the title of the poem. Stanza 1. 6 humans trapped by happenstance in bleak and bitter cold. Each one possessed a stick of wood, or so the story is told. The poet recounts a tale he has heard of 6 persons caught together in the grip of a severe winter. Each of them had a single stick of wood. These humans were trapped by coincidence or happenstance in such a bleak and bitter cold. The setting, as you all can see, is not a beautiful or picturesque setting. There is bleakness all around. The biting cold stands for the harsh winter or unfavorable conditions. The expression bleak and bitter is an example of the figure of speech alliteration, ALLITERATION. Bleak starts with the consonant B and bitter also starts with the consonant B, hence alliteration. These humans were trapped by chance, implying that there was no escape from this situation that was created by chance. Moreover, the word trapped is important also because these humans were trapped by their own prejudices, pride, jealousy, envy, ideologies. They were so blinded that they could not free themselves. They could not break free. Note the use of the word humans because that is what the 6 people are. First and foremost, before they are the members of one race or the other, one creed or the other, they are human beings. They are human beings who have physical needs and emotional needs and who are susceptible to hatred and cold. Unfortunately, the failure on their part to recognize this basic fact becomes a cause of their doom. Stanza 2. Their dying fire in need of logs, the first man held his back. For the faces round the fire, he noticed one was black. In the heart of winter, keeping warm is critical for survival. The fire offers a chance for survival if each person would use their respective logs to feed it. The dying fire is perhaps a silent appeal to the group to help themselves by helping each other. Fire as a symbol is very important. Fire, which symbolizes hope, acceptance, life, common good and love, might have saved these humans, but they decided not to help each other. We find that the first person withheld his log from the fire only because it would benefit a black person. This is racism. And which human sin is hinted at in these lines? It is racism or racial discrimination because of a person's race or simply because of a person's skin color. The expression dying fire not only presents a particular condition but also foreshadows the fate of these humans. One moment it is a dying fire and the other moment it is the humans dying. Well, let's move on. Stanza 3. The next man looking cross the way saw one not of his church and couldn't bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. Here, the second person looked across the fire and saw someone who he knew did not share his religious ideology. Just because of that, he could not bear to give up his log to the fire. This is religious bigotry, which speaks of intolerance to a person because they do not share the same opinions or ideas. He discriminates the other person because he does not share the same religious views as his own, and herein lies the human sin, religious bigotry. The word church here implies the second person's religious ideologies, and he just could not bring himself to, he could not convince himself to help the other person who belonged to some other religious faction. Stanza 4. The third one sat in tattered clothes. He gave his coat a hitch. Why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? Here is a person who seems poor. His tattered, old and torn clothes in the cold weather hint at poverty. He perhaps felt the cold more than the others because of his inadequate clothing, and he gave his coat a hitch. That is, he adjusted it closer to his body to get some warmth. But this person was also a victim of a human sin. He discriminated against the other person, the other human, based on social or economic class. He too held back his firewood. He did not want to help the lazy rich people. He considered the rich man as idle because he was favorably placed than him in society as far as his social status or economic class was considered. As human race, we need to do a bit of introspection as well as soul searching. We need to adopt the temperament of inclusion and acceptance and understand the futility of exclusion. Stanza 5. The rich man just sat back and thought of the wealth he had in store and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. This rich man exhibited apathy. He was just interested in hoarding his riches, and he was preoccupied with the thought of his wealth that he had accumulated and of how he might keep his riches away from the hands of the lazy and idle poor. As a result of his mistrust and prejudice, he too held back his firewood. It is interesting to see that both the rich and poor keep their firewood to themselves due to some prejudice. They are so blinded by their own prejudices. The poet deftly delivers his message through his characters, the 6 humans who are so trapped that this has resulted in their degeneration and segregation. And in this way the poet exposes the fragmentation of the society. The situation is so miserable that as human race we need to realize from our mistakes, we need to realize from the human sins, and we need to rectify the human sins so that we can live in peace and also uphold universal brotherhood. Stanza 6. The black man's face bespoke revenge as a fire passed from his sight. For all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. The word black means black-skinned person, and the word white means a white-skinned person. In society, there seems to be an apparent division, an apparent differentiation between a black man and a white man simply because of the skin color. Unfortunately here, even the victim, that is the black-skinned man, becomes an abuser. We know that the black person had experienced racism. In the second stanza, remember, he was a victim of racial discrimination. But here, he himself is blinded by his own hatred, and he wants to avenge all the humiliation, the atrocities, the exploitation and the ill treatment that the white people meted out to him in these years, over these years. Okay, he saw the fire pass from his sight. He realized that the fire was fast getting spent. But the spark of human kindness had died in him, and he chose to let the other person's fire die. He would perish, but he would take the others he hated down with him as well. This is so sad. My dear students, learn from this. Let's read stanza number 7. The last man of this forlorn group did not accept for gain, giving only to those who gave was how he played the game. The word forlorn is very important because it immediately shows how this group is in a very hopeless condition. The poet foreshadows the fate of these 6 humans by finally describing them as a group forlorn or hopeless. Until this point, the poet had reserved his judgment, allowing the readers instead to examine each individual in turn and derive his or her own conclusion. Unfortunately, everything now is very clear. The 6th person of the group also did nothing except for profit. He believed only in giving to those who gave something back to him. This was the way how he played the game of life. So he too did not part with his stick as no one else had. The word game is a metaphor for the game of life. The figure of speech used is metaphor. Stanza 8. Their logs held tight in death's still hands was proof of human sin. They didn't die from the cold without, they died from the cold within. So the entire group perishes in the end. They failed to be of use to each other due to their inherent prejudices. They refused to acknowledge each other's humanity, and doing so they died despite having the resources to keep themselves alive. The final lines abound with irony. We realize it was not the cold weather outside that really killed the group after all. It was the cold in their hearts, the lack of warm human spirits, the cold within, their indifference towards each other. The expression death still hands is an example of personification. Death is personified here. And the word logs is also an important symbol because logs symbolize the prejudices that so blinded these humans. They could not get rid of their prejudices, and this led to their downfall. They didn't die from the cold without, they died from the cold within is an example of antithesis. Antithesis is a statement contrasting two things. Here the poet has mentioned cold without, again he has mentioned cold within, contrasting. The title thus suggests all the negative attributes that human beings possess. The poet has highlighted the themes of racism, opportunism, indifference, selfishness, envy, class, hatred, and the theme of spiritual death. In fact, the cold within, the entire poem is a metaphor for lack of warmth, hard-heartedness, self-centeredness, and inability to reach out to others. Each stanza has 4 lines using the rhyme scheme A, B, C, B. The second and the fourth line are rhyming, and this makes the poem an easy read. Well, my dear students, thank you for watching this video, and if you have liked this video, kindly subscribe to our channel Study English with Moumita and Show Me. Our next video hopefully will be on the poem Television. So please join us and may God bless you. All the best. Study hard.